Wait, Mr. Clifford, is that you? What are you doing here?
Yeah, are you a fan of my videos?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of your videos. I've seen every single one. But what are you doing here?
I'm homeless now.
Wait, why? I thought our country has a very high GDP, which is the gross domestic product, which is the final goods and services our country produces in a certain amount of time. So if it's very high, why are you here?
You know what, Johnny? You're right, but GDP isn't a good standard of living because it doesn't incorporate the spread of wealth in our country, which means the wealth can be really condensed in one area, but not condensed in another. And you know what? There's a lot of other reasons that GDP sucks. Let's talk about it.
So hi, Mr. Clifford. So what other factors determine a country's standard of living?
Well, there's population size, pollution, crime rates, income inequality, the government or market structure, and these are all things that GDP does not account for.
Mr. Clifford, these two are my other classmates, Raj and Will, and they're also very interested in economics. So do you mind if they
Not at all. Yeah, not at all.
Sweet.
Hey, Will. Here, come sit here.
Yeah, let's...
And there is another standard of living called HPI, which stands for Human Poverty Index.
Well, how is that calculated?
Well, actually, it's crazy because there's actually two different calculations of HPI, one for underdeveloped countries and one for already developed countries. So the one for underdeveloped countries is 1/3 times P1 to the power of alpha plus P2 to the power of alpha plus P3 to the power of alpha, all to the power of 1 over alpha.
So what do the P's stand for?
P1 is the probability at birth of not surviving to age 40. P2 is the adult illiteracy rate, and P3 is the unweighted average of the population without sustainable access to basic amenities. And alpha is just 3.
So how do you calculate the other HPI?
Well, the other HBI is calculated for already developed countries, and the calculation is 1/4 times P1 to the power of alpha plus P2 to the power of alpha plus P3 to the power of alpha plus P4 to the power of alpha, all together to the power of 1 over alpha.
Are the P's the same or are they different?
They are actually different. So P1 is the probability at birth of not surviving to age 60. P2 is the adults lacking functional literacy skills. P3 is the population below the income poverty line. And P4 is the rate of long-term unemployment lasting 12 months or more. And alpha is again 3. Yo, Raj, sit over here.
Like I don't get. I wouldn't get in trouble for that. Yeah.
So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using the Human Poverty Index standard of measure?
Well, an advantage is that it has a multi-complex equation that stands for underdeveloped countries and developed countries. Some disadvantages, though, are that the Human Poverty Index is it doesn't focus on any economic factors, unlike the GDP, and therefore the individuals could be living long lives but not living with a high standard. Ben, we have one more question. Sit down.
Alright, so why is HPI so effective?
Well, the Human Poverty Index has been used by many trusted organizations, such as the UN, and it takes into account the many basic human factors of education, unemployment, and birth rate of a population. However, as effective as those concepts are to measuring the basic standard of living within a country, it neglects other essential economic factors, such as income inequality.
Transferring.
You know what, Johnny? GDP does suck.
So Mr. Clifford, what other questions?
What other questions are there?